Hey, Cancer. Thanks for being one of the top 3 highest viewing signs here at BroadCoven over the past month. And so I'm here to do your bonus read, and we're just going to see whatever wants to come out. I don't have any plans for this read whatsoever. I do got this piece coming in for you, though, as an initial download that you are getting news from a distance, and there's something you're being put in a loop about here. You're getting some information about something that, ooh, I just saw a bird fly up, like it swooped up past the window. So yeah, incoming message here, coming in quite strongly, I have to say. There's something you're getting word about here that maybe you suspected for a long time, but you didn't have confirmation. And now it's like you're getting the receipts that really solidify something that you always knew. And in some way, this puts you in a position of power. This may even be in relation with a particular devil you've danced with before, okay? Somebody who maybe really was like coming on very strong to you, too. I think somebody who maybe was very overtly sexual with you, was always making advances towards you, but you knew that this was a little like unhealthy, or it wouldn't be wise for you to go there with somebody. Maybe this is somebody you're hearing from. Okay, could be for some reason this person was off limits before as well. Could have been they were in a relationship. You might be getting some kind of word that they're not in that connection anymore, or they're free to do as they so please. I also got something about receipts coming in at your place of work, or somebody you did some work for where you didn't get paid what you were due, or you felt like something was done where you got shortchanged in some way, but maybe you didn't have any proof about it. You're getting proof. You're like uncovering something that was done unjustly on the job, or in some situation where you did some work for somebody. And I believe this also like puts you in a more powerful position. It gives you the ammunition you need to take a certain action to rectify a long-standing situation. And I do feel it also opens up an opportunity for you. Some of you have been trying to find some kind of work, some kind of way to up your financial revenue. And I do feel like there's an opportunity that comes in for you, but it's at a distance. It may require that you even move to a new location or look outside of your usual area of exploration. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I do feel like there is something you're learning about here in matters related to the arena of love, where, you know, it's got your hackles up here. You may even feel like you need to take some strong action in a particular direction with this news comes in. And it could be like somebody's wanting to make advances towards you, but maybe you've put down a boundary line and you said, look, I'm not interested. And here comes somebody like trying to find an in again, maybe because they recently got out of a relationship, or they feel like they're free to move in that direction now, which is your way. And maybe you don't want them heading your way. I mean, I do feel like you're kind of close off to this energy. In some way, you may view this energy as like the enemy, or you may feel like they're out to get you, or they're out to hurt you in some way. It could be you have experience with this individual that was really off-putting, or it just didn't feel safe to let your guard down with this person. Maybe they come on too strong, right? Or it could be somebody you already had experience with in the past and they really hurt you, you know? I feel like you're in a defensive posturing here with whoever this is that's making some kind of romantic advance towards you. That's what I feel. Okay. In terms of what you're uncovering around this work that you did for someone where you feel like you didn't get your share, you got shortchanged, or you were ripped off in some way. Whatever you're getting armed with here, this information, these receipts, I feel like you're really taking a stand for yourself, because you feel like you got to take a stand for yourself. Because if you don't take a stand for yourself, who will? Okay, it's got those vibes. Like, I gotta do right by me in this situation. You know, there's also something about you taking a stand and doing what you know is right in your heart that perhaps also is helpful for other people in a shared situation that's coming in. Woo, yeah, I mean, there's some action you're taking here. It may stir up a little chaos, I have to tell you. It may stir up a little chaos here with Chaos Mom. All right. But I do see you taking action because there's something that you feel like I'm justified in doing this. And it is about you coming into a position of power by your own right here. Now, with Chaos Mom, this could be something in connection with a child, or it could be you're standing up to, your mom. You may have been having issues with your mother, and there's something you need to sort out here. You may feel like your mom has created some kind of chaos in your life. This coming in, and you feel like, no, it's time I take back the reins here. I'm noticing a lot of these themes coming in as we're edging up to the Aries new moon that arrives on the scene tomorrow on the 29th. A lot of that individuation coming through, Black Cat crossing the path outside. Yeah, you may feel that you're dealing with someone who's a bit of a black cat crossing your path. Like, whenever this person comes around, everything goes pear-shaped. Everything seems to go wrong. It's one thing after another, or they always got some sob story, some bad luck story, and they come to you to turn everything around, and then they leave your life in chaos while they walk forward scot-free. There's a little bit of this kind of energy in your situation too. But I do feel like you're taking a stand here. Now, this is really like invoking elk medicine to me. And elk medicine is about really standing in your strength and knowing that it's okay for you to feel a healthy sense of pride about who you are, your position, and to really represent that. And so I feel there's something about this too. So I feel like whatever you're taking a stand for here, whatever action you're taking, it's for you to fully represent yourself. Maybe in an arena or a situation where you really felt underrepresented, or in some cases totally silenced, or had all of your ability to take some course of action on behalf of yourself was blocked in some way because you were missing certain pieces of information, or you didn't have certain proof to back you up for what you were feeling. But I do feel like you're getting this proof now. You're getting this proof now after having no effing clue, okay? You're getting the proof you need to finally raise your voice and take an action in the direction that is aligned with your truth, and to also speak your truth. There's something you've been holding in for a long time and you've been afraid to say it, or it's been silenced, and now you're getting armed with the ammunition you need to take a stand against this effing guy. Okay, this could also be a long-standing issue. It goes back lifetimes, or it feels like lifetimes for you. There is somebody in this situation that is just completely full of it. Their story has so many holes in it, with the Queen of Holes. Again, you could be facing off with a mother. You could be facing off with a mother figure, a baby's mama, or something in relation to this. But I do feel like there's somebody who's been kind of coming off as the matriarch. They've been coming off as holier than thou, and they think that they hold all the power to open up the doors of opportunity for you, and that is not the case. This person does not have the power to control what new beginnings come into your life, what choices you make, what doors you choose to open, and which ones you choose to close. And it does feel like you're taking a stand against this person, and you didn't have the ability to do it before because you didn't have the arsenal to do so. It's really coming out this way. Like, in some respect, you've been dealing with a situation where you knew what was going down wasn't right. You knew that you needed to take a stand, but you also knew that you needed to have certain proof on your side in order to issue certain statements or take certain actions, and you're getting it. And whoever you're facing off with here, oh, they are effed, man. They are. You got everything you need to stop this debilitating influence in its tracks. And it could be that you're coming across that essential something that you need, that burden of proof, through something you discover online. And it may have taken a long time for you to uncover this, but you're finally finding a particular trail that gives you exactly what you need to take this leap. Okay? And you're diving into this head first, I think, because you feel very strong about your position in this situation. It feels like something you need to do. Okay, let me do one more round here. Any further details about this? It might put you a little bit out of your element, but I do see that once you take this stand armed with these receipts, you will be taking a leap in a brand new direction. And it may be a little out of your element. So you might be going in a direction that, you know, you have no point of reference for. It feels very brand new. You might be moving to a new area, or you might be entering into relationship with another or partnership with another on a level you never have before, or there's something very different about the interaction. Okay, kind of the deck. Yeah, I mean, I feel like your cutoff game is strong, and whatever you're cutting off here, it finally allows you to firmly grasp that golden carrot that's been dangling in front of you, just out of reach. You finally like seize the prize here. It's a big moment for you. And it's because you're armed with the ammunition you need in order to eliminate these subversive elements that have had too much power for far too long. And they're just shrimps, man. They're shrimps. Like, these are energies that come off like they're big and badass, but they're really not, you know? These are energies that also hide. Okay, so I'm getting this piece about energies that hide online. Okay, they could be like keyboard warrior energy you're dealing with here. You could be dealing with people, you know, trying to start stuff with you online, but will they say that to your face? Will they face off with you? Probably not. You could even be dealing with like catfish accounts or people setting up fake accounts because they don't have the courage to really truly face you directly here. All right, but there is something you're uncovering here. Whatever this is, it leads to you getting the prize. I feel like something that's been out of reach for you for a long time finally comes into view here. And it's good. It's really good, really good. Okay, let's go ahead and check out Kipper Deck to get more details about this. Yeah, you are uncovering a false person in this situation. All right, this could even be a couple of people here. It could be a couple, right? It could be a couple that has been causing some kind of problems for you, some kind of interference in your life. They've been showing up with false face, right? They haven't been real with you here. And you're learning about some kind of deception. There's something you're uncovering online. You may even be finding out that two people are like teamed up together, working together, even after you already confronted somebody on this. And they were like, no, you know, I don't have any part in that. And you're recognizing that whatever you were told was a line of bull here. There's holes in that story. And you're finding proof of it. You're finding proof of it online. You're finding some receipts here. That's what I feel. Okay, whatever this is, it really allows you to stand strong in your position. I think when you do discover this, even though, you know, it's what you've been looking for, it's the answers you've been looking for here, and it is the basis of this communication that you're going to be issuing, it does cause concern for you. All right, there's something worrying here for you when you come across this. It's like, it's that thing that you always knew it was true, but you didn't want to believe it, right? And then when you finally have your intuition confirmed, then it's really something that concerns you because, you know, it highlights something for you about all the things that went down in the past. Suddenly get dialed in, they make sense in light of what you discover here. You realize like how much time you wasted by not trusting yourself, by not trusting what your intuition was telling you in a particular situation. Yeah. And with this, we got adjudication. Okay. So in some cases, there is need for legal recourse in this situation. And this could be in relation to a house or some kind of assets here. And something needs to be settled on a legal level. And perhaps that's what you're concerned about. Like you were hoping you could kind of bypass that part. You were hoping it wouldn't go to that level, but I do feel like there's something that needs to be resolved here on a legal level. For the house to come in, this could have something to do with the divvying up of assets. In the case of the ending of a marriage, it could have something to do with something that has been left to you as an inheritance, something that was promised to you contractually that wasn't honored, and this is being resolved here. Okay, I do see like some kind of legalities coming into this, whatever this is, or you may be deciding to take some kind of legal action in relation to what you found out, because it's just something you can't ignore. All right. Oh, courthouse. Okay. Courthouse in reverse. Okay. This is interesting. Courthouse in reverse. All right. Maybe that's what you think initially. Maybe you feel like you might have to take legal action, and maybe there's actually a different pathway to explore here in order to get to the outcome you desire. All right, so this may be something that concerns you at first because you feel like you might need to take some kind of legal action. And maybe there's a different way through. It doesn't have to be so harsh, okay? There might be an easier way to get through this situation. Tell me about this. What is the other way forward for Cancer in this situation? Okay. Well, there's a message that's going to come in around this, okay? And what's crossing here? Okay. With this, we do have the coffin crossing with the family room here. And after that, we have distant horizons, okay? So this makes me feel like you're receiving some kind of news at a distance, right? It could be in relation to somebody passing in the family. This might require you to go on some kind of trip. Now, if you'd had some kind of issues within the family around matters of legalities concerning like inheritance or the divvying up of assets in relation to an ending, whether that's the ending of a marriage or whether that's the ending of someone's life and their wishes being respected, I do feel like maybe you've been really concerned in that case. If there's been like a lot of arguments that have been taking place, or there's been a lot of pushback or discussions that have already been had around this situation, enough to raise your hackles, give you some reason for concern, I feel like it's not going to get taken to that level. Like you're not going to get ensnared in some kind of legal battle here. I do feel like there will be some kind of discussion around this that will take place within the family. Okay, it does feel like it's a group discussion that you're getting pulled into here. Something is being sorted out. And I do feel like there might be a need for you to travel here, okay, to really resolve something. It does look like it will be resolved within the family, though. Whatever this is, it does open up a new pathway for you, and it brings new opportunities into your sphere, all right? Let me go ahead and do a cut of the deck just to cap this off, and then we'll do final clarification with my shadow light deck here. Whatever it is, I mean, it's going to put you in a position of like being privileged here. We've got the privileged lady here. So it could be you're this privileged lady, or there's somebody that had a certain affluence or certain assets and they've left you something here that levels you up. It opens up new horizons for you. It makes things possible for you. Or perhaps if this is a situation where you felt like there was this queen of holes that was sort of guarding the gate here and preventing you from getting some opportunity or getting some access, you may actually find that there's something that's sort of squashed here. Some karma is settled in the situation, and you discover that there is a way through, okay? Judication, okay, on the other side here. So I want to look what's behind judication here. Okay, lovers, toil and labor. Okay, so somebody who is causing a lot of difficulties for you. Now, this could be the wife of somebody that's factoring into this situation, somebody who is in a position to call certain shots, maybe somebody that you butted heads with here. It looks like they were a lover to the person of concern here. So you could have been dealing with a mother or a baby's mother, or you could have played this role at one point. I feel like something has been just a lot of toil and labor. Like it's been a real hassle trying to get on the same page with this person, iron things out. But I do feel where there has been a sense of really being held back in a situation. This person who's been causing problems is getting caught up in some way. Now, it is possible that this person's getting caught up because they did something illegally, and you're catching wind of this, or you're finding some proof of this that does actually sort of put the problems you thought you were going to have to deal with in somebody else's lap. But it frees you up in the situation, and some high honor is restored for you here, okay? I also feel like where something was left to you, that person's wishes will be honored. Ultimately, there will be some kind of judgment in your favor, and somebody who was trying to cause problems for you in receiving what is your just due will be caught up. Like legally, they're going to be held back from being able to cause you problems. You're not going to need to battle this out. That's what I see. Something's being rectified here, okay? Something's being rectified here, and where somebody is doing something illegal, I do feel like that person will get caught up, and they're not going to be able to cause problems for you anymore, right? Whatever it is, it opens a new pathway for you. 22:15 on the clock, yeah. Some tricky little trickster, some little devil here is going to get caught up, and it brings alignment for you, right? Especially where they were trying to rock your stability or weaken a foundation beneath you. That's not going to play out anymore. Like this person is going to be seen for who they are, and what they've been pulling here will be recognized. They're not going to be able to disrupt your stability here. They're not going to be able to rock your foundation. And if you were looking at something in terms of a house that was really a concern for you, your house is secure, okay? If you're supposed to inherit a house, your house is secure. I really feel this, like whatever is earmarked for you is yours. Like nobody's going to be able to disrupt this. And anybody who's been causing problems to try to weaken your foundation or rock your stability in some way, they're going to be held accountable. And in some cases, they've been doing something illegal, and you're going to get the proof you need to really get caught up in this, okay? I do feel like there is a judgment in your favor here, and it opens up horizons for you that you felt weren't possible before, okay? It does give you some access to certain privileges that you didn't have before. It makes your life easier, and it does feel like it's something that's been brewing for a long time. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel for you. The transformation will take root, even though you may feel like you don't have signs of anything changing anytime soon. It is just up ahead, okay? Basis of the matter, yeah. I mean, I think you were forced to sort of like back off from a certain situation because no matter how many times you try to iron things out or resolve things, it just drained the life out of you. There was so much betrayal in this situation. You felt so backstabbed in this situation, and you recognize the only way that I can even have any free room to maneuver here is to block this energy and start just sort of taking steps for myself here. You invested in yourself. This was the right thing for you to do. And like I said, there's something that's going to come through here that you are going to discover. You're learning something here, and it totally changes the hand you play. It puts you in a very strong position, especially materially. Now, some of you may also be getting some opportunity, some kind of business opportunity, job opportunity. If you've been looking for work that can really level you up financially, all right? But I do feel like it's something at a distance. Ted just said yes to that, all right? It's not in your usual environment. Like you're going to continue to find, just sort of coming up against gridlock in your current situation, whatever you got going on financially right now, like something needs to be tweaked with it because it's not working. It's taking more than it's giving to you. So you do need to separate yourself from that, move in a different direction, because if you keep thinking that they're going to do right by you in your current financial situation here, no, you're going to continue to feel burdened, but you're about to relieve yourself of that burden by finally getting in the loop of what you couldn't see before, okay? So something that's been hidden from you, that's been causing a lot of sort of this oppressive influence in your life is going to come through. And this is going to arm you with what you need to take action. Yep. And I do see you really bringing your fire forward around this. It does put a certain power in your hands of the King of Clubs here. And whatever power it puts in your hands here, it allows you to see something that's like you're just due that you didn't recognize before. And this could even be financially, something that's been withheld from you, something that's been blocked, okay? With the Ace of Spades in the shadow coming in with the King of Clubs. So something could be coming to light in relation to a King of Clubs for you here, all right? Very independent energy, very fiery kind of energy. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be somebody that you've done business with before too, okay? It's somebody that's been in a really strong position up to this point, but that's about to turn. That's about to turn here. And bottom of the deck, Ace of Hearts in the light, okay? See? There's some fulfillment that's coming to your heart that's well overdue, and it does put the power back in your hands. I see it really strongly here. All right. There is a new beginning here for you, and it brings a lot of peace to your heart. Why? Because it gives you a sense of justice. It gives you a sense of justice after everybody was telling you that you were wrong about something or guilt tripped you or said you were being selfish or you were moving in the wrong way. It justifies your actions. It's like finally the truth is seen here, and it makes all the difference, okay? What is being restored here for Cancer? Because I feel like something's being restored for you that was taken from you unjustly or disrupted unjustly. What is being restored here? I mean, you got big Ace of Hearts, Ace of Clubs energy. This is good. I mean, whatever this is, it's a powerful new beginning that lands you right in your heart. You're feeling a sense of fulfillment in your heart that's eluded you for a long time. And you finally feel like you're in a position of power where you didn't have any strength before. Like you were in a weaker position before because somebody was really operating in a shady way. They could have been doing something illegal too that they're going to get caught up for here. It's going to finally put the power back in your hands and restore something that should have been yours all along. Yeah, it could have been around your money. Okay, so we have the Joker here coming in the shadow. Okay, so this Joker, whoever's been messing around with something that you're supposed to receive here, this person will get caught up. They will get caught up with the Eight of Spades. I mean, this person even could get into some real serious legal trouble. And you may be finding out about this online, all right? It may be something that you suspected. And finally, it's like your suspicions are being confirmed. I feel that. Like you may have felt this coming. You may have even tried to warn someone. If you keep moving like that, like you're going to get caught up one of these days. Oh yeah, you were right about that. They will. They betrayed themselves doing whatever this is they were doing. I don't feel like you're connected to this. I don't. I feel like you may have even distanced yourself from this because you could see the writing on the wall. But whatever this is for you, it's preserved, okay? And I do feel like you were cut off from something that is due you, okay? But whatever is getting, put to an end here, all right, with somebody who misused their power and swipe something, that was earmarked for you, or try to block something that was earmarked for you, it's being restored. And for a lot of you, this has something to do with finances, money, business, inheritance, okay? As you sitting pretty here, I see that. And also, if there was interference in a relationship, okay, business relationship, romantic relationship caused by outside interference here that was rocking your stability in that way, I see that resolved too. It's like a partnership is restored here. Some kind of partnership is restored after a time of a lot of division that was caused by third-party interference, other people getting into the mix, competitive vibe, trauma, okay? All of this is coming to light. So whatever you were dealing with here, okay, that really felt like a big loss for you. It feels like you went through some kind of major disappointment. It looks like it's being resolved, and it's going to be resolved very swiftly. You're going to receive news about this, and it certainly could deal with 8th house matters, could deal with Scorpio matters here. You could have been dealing with clandestine situations, things that were being done subversively, hidden matters. In some situations, there could have even been some occult workings involved there, okay? If you were dealing with people who throw around like that, it's possible, okay? But I feel like whatever has gone on here that's been hidden, it's exposed. And it does provide you a way forward. So I think kind of what's coming through in your read is where you feel like taking some kind of hasty action. Cool your jets here, because I feel like the pathway is about to open up for you. And where you may have felt before like you were going to have to take like some real strong action, some kind of legal action, and you've been like really fired up about it and you've been stressed out about it, this person's about to get caught up. And there's something about it that you're finding out about it. And it resolves everything here. What's yours is going to be preserved. Let me do a cut of the deck. Look, see? Queen of Spades in the shadow here, okay? Where somebody was trying to cut something off from you. It's not going to happen here. This could be in relation to an ex for you, or this could be in relation, like I was saying, somebody that was partnered with a person that wanted to give you something, wanted to leave something to you. I could see that in the case of an inheritance, or this could be a relationship, that split up and there was something that was agreed upon that was promised to you, but because you're no longer with this person, it caused arguments, stress, they went back on their word, this kind of matter, it's being resolved. Okay, it's being resolved. And I know it's been a long time coming. I do feel like it's going to take a little bit of patience, all right? It's nothing that's going to move forward really swiftly here. But there is news coming in. And whatever this news is, it does put the law on your side. And it does apply both in terms of material world law, like the legal system, but I also feel in spiritual court, there's like some kind of judgment in your favor. And what was meant for you will be for you. Nobody's going to steal it from you. And that is the final verdict.